Kia ora te whānau Aotearoa. How are we today? I'm coming at you today live from Castle Point in the North Island, where we spent the night last night, and as you can see, it's absolutely stunning out here. Just gorgeous. The dogs are enjoying the scenery and they're running on the beach, and we've got this gorgeous wee lighthouse. I'm not sure if you can see it in the background there, but just up there, we've got this beautiful Castle Point lighthouse here, and we're just parked in the camping area for today. Anyway, I just wanted to reflect on Parliament and how that went on Tuesday. So I thought it went really, really well. I was very impressed that, nothing got out of hand. Everybody was peaceful, loving. Well, apart from our lovely anti-protesters, which I'm still trying to get my head around. Protesters who are protesting our protesting is essentially what's going on. And one of the signs that they were holding that really stood out to me was some sort of racism sign, implying that somehow our group of protesters were racist. And having a look around, when I saw that sign, I could just see people from all sorts of demographics, all sorts of races and ethnicities that were there. So I'm really not sure what that sign was about. And I've also noticed that somebody has started sharing around a photo of them, but they've changed their banner in the background. So the banner in the background read something about love community, hate fascism, but somebody has edited that photo to read love communism, hate fascism. So be careful, don't get fooled by that one going around Facebook at the moment. Anywho, so that march turned out really well. There was a huge turnout, especially with the Freedom and Rights Coalition there managing everything, I suppose. We had a little bit of a run-in with one of the bodyguards there that I caught with my own eyes peering into somebody else's bag. I'm still not sure what that was about, but it certainly made me feel a little bit standoffish with the group. But being a part of that march was just an absolutely amazing feeling. It was, and seeing all those old familiar faces from Parliament again was really cool as well. It was a bit like a family reunion of sorts in some ways. Anyway, so today I just wanted to address something that I saw pop up in the mainstream news this morning. And it's the fact that teachers over in Queensland, Australia, are now being punished again for choosing not to opt into the vaccination programs. So I'm not sure if you're aware, but last year, I think it was in November, the teachers over in Australia, they got a warning about the vaccination, and then they were stood down without pay from their jobs in Australia. So heaps of teachers were stood down without pay. So they were already punished last year, having to, all of a sudden go off work with no pay. But now, just reading in the mainstream news this morning, I've seen it on ABC, I've seen it on Sky News, all sorts. The Queensland teachers now are they've received letters in the last week stating they're going to have their pay docked for the next 18 weeks as a punishment for not complying with the health measures put in place by the Australian government. So it's 18 weeks that their pay is going to be affected as a punishment for something they've already been punished for. And also in these articles, what I picked up was they also made mention that there's a bit of an education crisis over in Australia where, they're struggling for teachers and getting schools the right ratios of teachers to students and all that sort of thing. Yet here they are also punishing those teachers who want to work. They want to get their jobs back. Well, they have returned to work, in fact. They have returned to their jobs. They've returned to their students. However, unlike all the other teachers there, they have to have their pay docked by a certain amount. Now, I believe it's based on a case-by-case basis where people can sort of write back and argue their case, and the amount that they're docked seems to be, personalised given their situations. But they estimate in the articles that teachers are going to lose between $25 to $90 per week on average because they've opted out of these COVID vaccination mandates. And that, I don't know how you guys feel about that, but that's just horrible. An already struggling education system, much like our health system. And also, if you think about it in terms of, there's been stuff about a social credit system coming in. This seems to me like a definite sort of push in the social credit system direction, because they're directly punishing these people, this particular demographic of teachers. They're punishing these people specifically for not complying with a government order. So to me, that opens a huge can of worms. Don't know what you guys think about that, but that's a really slippery hill. That's a really, mm, I mean, are there any other sort of careers that have been affected with their pay getting docked because of their medical choices? Tell me in the comments below. I'd really be interested, specifically to know about whether our Defence Force or our police officers have had to face any discriminative measures or discriminative actions put in place by their employers. Our firemen, I know they're really struggling in New Zealand here, so I'd love to hear from anybody who has been experiencing this. I have seen a couple of letters that have been posted out to teachers in Australia from the Education Department advising them that their pay is going to be docked and to write in and respond. Um, but yeah, this is just turning into a whole new level of crazy. Anyway, let me know what you guys think in the comments. Kia ora whānau. Have a great day. Make sure you get out there in this gorgeous weather and enjoy some of the beautiful sunshine and what nature has to offer out in our beautiful country. Ngā mihi nui e te whānau.